So I'm just about to make, it's week 5 for football. And so I set a goal to make a new shirt for every week. And then I will use those shirts. Some of them I included, it said football on them. Some of them I didn't. So that way I can wear them during basketball season too. So here goes week 5 shirt. Let me lock this in place so this doesn't move my background. But I do, okay, I'm gonna leave it black for now. Or I'm gonna go with an off color. I'm gonna go with red just because nothing in the school design is red. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just getting started. So first I'm gonna start out with, so I think the design I wanna do is going to be, I think I'm gonna do like a oversized print. So I'm not gonna do an all over print, but I'm gonna do oversized to where it's gonna go off the edges of the shirt. And then I'm gonna incorporate the logo somehow as well. So that is my goal. Okay, here they come. So we are Spartans. I need to move this out of the way. Hold on here. Let's see where I can put this. To where it's not. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we have our Spartan text here. And I'm just going to size it up. I don't have the exact size right now, just because I will have to measure the shirt when I get home. But we're going to go pretty big. So let me go with 16 by 5, just so I can have a good area to work with. And I want to give it a gradient. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the text. I'm going to go to my fill tool, which is this rainbow circle over here on the left. And I'm going to change it to a linear. And let's drag it this angle, but I'm going to bring it down to the edges so that way I can get a nice, good blend. And then my colors are going to be powder blue and white for my, as of right now, I'm gonna do powder blue and white for my gradient. I might switch it. Just move this over a little. And I'm just moving it around because I want the white to kind of hit the bottom at the beginning, but not too much. So give myself a nice little fade. Whoops. I just hit Control Z to undo that. All right, that looks good. Now, the second part that I want to do, I kind of want to do like a paintbrush stroke type thing, but I'm trying to decide if I actually want to use like a vector brush or if I want to just go grab a paintbrush stroke clip art. So I might just do it both ways depending on how much time we have so I can see. But the only reason I don't really like using the paintbrushes is because when you don't have like a little tablet, when you have the tablet and you use the pen, then you can actually increase the pressure of your stroke to kind of give you that thin line versus the thick line. So you can apply the pressure with the pen onto the tablet, and that will give you a different effect with your pen stroke. So it's kind of hard to do when you have it with a mouse or a trackpad. So I don't use the brushes too often. But for this sake, we will go ahead and grab us a brush. So Affinity has a lot of brushes that are already pre-installed. You can also make custom brushes if you want, or you can purchase brushes and import them into Affinity. You can buy Photoshop brushes and import them. They will work. So I'm just going to go with one of the standard brushes. Let me make some adjustments to it real quick. See if I can switch it up. All right, so then I'm going to grab my vector brush tool, or you can push the letter B on the keypad, on the keyboard. So let me grab a color, and I'm just going to drag out a stroke. So we have that one there. You can adjust the width using your stroke tool here. This one. You can adjust the path. So if you don't like the curve that is given, you can adjust the nodes here. Either one of those will work. Well, let's just go with that one there. So we're going to drop that one right here, but I want it to be gray because our colors are gray. This is why I said earlier, I might switch the gradient to gray and white and then do my strokes blue, but I don't know yet for sure. I want to make this a little bit thinner. So let's go like that. And then I'm gonna make a few copies of this and just move them around and kind of make my own little, I guess, pile of them. Some will be sticking out further than others. And you can kind of just bunch them up. If you find that every time you try to move, if you're too zoomed out, they snap to each other, you can zoom in, or you can always use the magnet up here to turn off the snapping so you can put it exactly where you want it. So right there looks good. I'm going to grab all 4 of these. So I click on the top one, hold down Shift, click on the bottom one, it's going to grab everything in between, right click and group together, or you can do Control G as in girl to do a shortcut. And then I'm going to duplicate it. So right click again, duplicate, or Control J as a shortcut on the keyboard. So that way I don't have to keep remaking them. I could just take those 4 all together. And let me grab both of these, move it up. So I want it to go there. And let me grab one more. I just made another copy. And then I'm going to grab all 3 of these, duplicate it, Control J. Let's flip it no, I don't want to flip it. Yeah. Let me see, I'm just going to slide it right here. And then flip it. And flip it that way because I want it to go this direction. But I don't want it to cover as much. All right, so now I have those 3. I'm going to group those together. And then I'm going to group these 3 together since they are, I like to group whenever possible just so it's easier for me to manage and see. Like I would go in and label these. So this is the bottom strokes. Oops, I got capitals. And then this one is top. It just makes it easier for me later when I go back, especially when I have a lot of people requesting, you know, hey, can I get that design you did with X, Y, and Z? And I need to go change the school colors. It's easy for me to figure out which area needs to be changed to which colors. So that's why I like to label. And then whenever you guys are like, hey, you got this design for sale, I could just go in here, already have my layers kind of put together to make it easier for you guys to use. So I'm gonna go grab both of these. I'm gonna drop it inside of my Spartan just to see how it looks. And now I can go and move it around how I want it. So this top one, I want to move that one back a little bit and then move this one forward some. And as you can see there, I just grabbed one of the strokes. So remember, if you double click into the group, then you can get, oops, you can grab just a single stroke versus the whole group. So move that one up a little bit. Bring this one back a little. Grab that one, bring it back. And I'm just trying to create a little space in between so that way they don't overlap too much. I can even bring down the thickness of some of them to give me that spacing. Let me stretch this one because I want it to go to the back. Grab another one. Not that one. I want to stay thick. Make that one a little skinnier, stretch it out a little bit. And there's no particular look that I'm really looking for. I'm just trying to figure out something that looks semi-decent. Like this right here is kind of bunched to me, so I'm gonna skinny out some of these to kind of create some of those spaces so that my letters behind can actually shine through, if that makes sense. Move that up a little bit, grab this one, move it up a little, skinny this one up a little bit. And this one up a little bit. And I'm just adjusting the stroke width. That's all I'm doing to change the thickness of the strokes. Move that one up. All right, there we go. So we have the dark blue with the white, or the baby blue and white gradient with the gray strokes. I'm just going to see what it would look like if I did the gray for my gradient with the blue. I just want to see which one is going to pop more. So I'm going to go grab the gray that I've already used here. And then now I'm going to grab all of my strokes. Hold shift, grab both of them, turn it to the blue color, and see which one I like the best. Let me go back here. Let's see if I go with black instead of white. So I'm just gonna play around with the colors until I kind of get it where I want it. And let me see if I go with this one back to the blue color. So I might go with the blue and black and then do like a white paint stroke. That might be it. That might pop right there. It's so-so. With the gray. If I grab these and flip it, reverse, and let's go back with the white here. And then instead of gray strokes, let's see what it looks like with the black. Don't like that either. I do like the gray, but I think I just need to get my gradient right. And I'm going to add something. The reason I don't want to use black because I'm going to use black in a little bit. So I really just need to play and get my gradient leveled out. So if I click on my text again, click back on the fill tool, I can adjust my line. And maybe for me, it might be the gray is too dark. Something is just not given. It's just, I think that's what it is. I think my gray is too dark. So let's lighten the gray up a little bit. So let's close that, take off the fill. That might be a little bit better, but I want my blue on the top. All right, so there's that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my text. I'm gonna go over here to effects. I'm gonna click on outer shadow, the little drop down arrow, and I'm gonna grab the offset tool. So I can adjust it. I can do this in, if I go on the layers panel, that's basically the effects panel right here. So the same thing, but I'm just gonna do it over here because in this one, you get the option for the offset tool and I can actually drag and pull a shadow where I want it. So it's easier for me to place the shadow exactly where I want it using the offset tool. So I'm just going to grab it, drag it right there. I'm going to bring up the opacity some because I want it to be darker. I really want it to stand out. So let's go with 80%. I can show you what 100 looks like. It's going to be completely black, but 80 is pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead on and put that, move it up just a little bit. All right, we got that there. Okay. And then I want to, and this week I'm just going with the quick and easy design because it's already Tuesday and I need to get these shirts pressed by Thursday because the game is on Friday. If you wanted to change the color of your offset, you can also do that. But for them, again, remember you have, it's a dark color, so it's not going to show, it's supposed to be like a shadow, so it's not going to show too well. That's why I usually just leave mine black. And let me put it back to 80%. Now let me grab my text. I'm going to add some more effects. So let me close this layer down so I can have a bigger screen. So I'm just going to hide my left studio because I don't need it. And that's going to give me more room over here. So you can add a 3D kind of look to your text to make it stand out a little bit. You guys know I love a bevel. So we can go with the outer bevel. And the more you increase it, the more you can see the effect. You can see the glow being added. We can change it to a pillow effect. Okay. We could do an inner. Ooh, somebody bright lights. And I think I'm actually liking the inner because it's giving me more separation from my my shadow, my drop shadow. We can add, what's another effect I want to add to it? If you wanted to add an outline, you could. So it's just going to give it a little bit more of a prominent look. So it's going to add that black outline to it. You can bring down the opacity. So if I bring it down to kind of blend it in and make it look like it matches my shadow, I can do that. So I can bring it up just enough to match the shadow there. There's that. Y'all, is this little girl right here next to me because I'm in the car, in case you guys were wondering, at basketball practice. And she's just hanging out the window of her truck looking at me. Like, what does this lady have going on? So we have that there. Let me see what else. I can add some effects to my strokes, not too much, but maybe something just to help them stand out. So an outer shadow would definitely help with that. So I'm going to increase my sliders a little bit. As you can see, my angle is going this way, so you can't really see it. Change this to a hard light. Increase the opacity. Let's go with the soft light. That's a little bit too much. The offset is how far the stroke is going to be from, or how far the shadow will be from the object. The intensity is how strong it's going to be. And then your radius is how wide, like how much it sticks off. Can I even see it? There we go. Let me go back to hard light so I can see. There it is. So again, offset is going to keep moving it farther and farther away from the strokes. So I'm going to bring that in some. The intensity is how dark it's going to be. And then the radius. And I can bring down the opacity if I wanted to just to look like it's kind of glowing. So you can see how these kind of stand out a little bit from this one here. Just a little bit. I could turn that off and try outer glow. Maybe an outer glow will be better for me. So increase the radius there. Let's see if I make it a glow of black. Bring down the opacity. Okay, so either one. I'm going to go with the shadow. Let me see what my opacity is at. I'm going to put that at 50. Let me bring down, whoops. Put my shadow at 50. I was on glow. Bring the radius down. Offset up just a little bit. And the intensity up just a little bit. So there we go. Now I'm going to do Control-C to copy. And then I'm going to go click on my other, oh wait, let me click off. Let me grab the bottom strokes. Make sure right here you click Scale with Object. Okay, now I'm going to copy it, Control-C. I'm going to click on my top stroke, go over here to Edit, Paste Effects. So that's going to paste whatever effects I have on the bottom. Is going to take those same effects and apply it to the top. So I don't have to go back and try to remember. Now I can go back, and if I want to adjust them, I can go in and make some adjustments if I want to. So if I don't want the offset to be that much, maybe I want to change the angle to this one going down since the other ones were going up. But it's going to apply the same effects that I had onto the other one. All right. Whoops. I did not mean to click that. So let's grab this whole thing. Let's move it. Let's see. So now let me pull in, I'm going to use the place tool. I'm going to pull in this old design just because I want to get the, I don't want to go find the logo again. So I'm just going to take it from this one and paste it back in. So there's my logo there. So let me go find, oh, hold on, there's some comments over here. My bad, y'all. I like the blue, black with the white. Oh, my bad. I just saw these. Hey, Janitra. All right, so let me go to Google. Let's find, actually, let me go back. So that one I can leave there. It's cool, it's whatever. But I really don't care for those paint strokes just because they're not the way that I wanted them. So let me see. Grunge paint strokes. Let's see what I can find. So, and this is where it's just going to take time just looking to see what is it that you want, what is it that you're looking for. There might be one out there. Let me see if I have anything in my bookmarks. Let's go to this one. Here's a free website that has some free SVG. So freesvg.org has some. So let's do some strokes, see what comes up. And I mean, there's other pages you can scroll through, but let me go and put paint. All right, something a little better. So let me go with paint stroke, paint splatter, maybe. It's really all about how you word it. Those are okay, but I want something that's like a little bit long. Apparently, either I've searched for that before or somebody else has. So there's a couple you can download those SVGs there. Let's just go ahead on and grab one. I'm going to grab the SVG, pull it into Affinity. Of course, it comes in as an embedded file. So let me grab the one that I like the best. I'm going to go with this one just because it has the short and the long. So I'm going to copy that one. You can either delete the rest or just hide them in case you want to go back to it. So if I drop this one like right there, let's turn it to the gray color. Go drop it into my text. I'm going to turn off the other two. Okay, so I can kind of pull this. I can angle it how I want it. That's too far up. Let's see if I go with the black. That doesn't look bad, but let me change the stroke color, the outline to white or to the blue. Let me change it to the blue. Nope, not feeling either of those either. So I'm going to copy that one. And lay it over the top. Bring it down a little bit. So I like the way that one looks a little better. So I'm going to pull this over a little more. Grab the bottom one. I think the black is going to stand out better actually. Or if I do that, and then I can change this to black. See, now I gotta play with it all over again. Nope. Undo all of that. Put the paint strokes back to black. What y'all think? And again, if I wanted to copy this, I could just flip it. Oh, wait, let me see what that looks like. Nope, undo that. And then flip it this way and drag it over to the bottom side, but I don't want to cover as much. But I could do it both ways like that. Let me adjust this. I need a little bit more white to shine through. Grab these two, pull them back just a little bit. They're doing a little too much. Whoops, my bad, y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think? Yeah, all right, so we'll stick with the black there. Now I'm gonna grab this whole thing. Let me go back to my offset. So I want to just pop it out just a little bit more. And oops. Okay, there's that. Now I can grab these two. Let me see if I add my effects to it. Now I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna save it as a PNG. I only want that section, so let's save it. I'm just gonna do 1000 by whatever it is. It doesn't have to be huge. And let's just do Spartans text. I don't know. And then I'm gonna take this logo. I'm gonna save this. I know I have it saved somewhere, but I don't remember where it's at. So we're just gonna save it again. Spartans logo. We're gonna go to another free website, and actually this one has some free and some paid. So if you find the free one, you can download and use the mock-up for free. Otherwise, if it's not free, you can do like I do. I just snap a screenshot. It says May would place it right there when you do the screenshot. If it's a free one and you download it, that won't be there. If you purchase an account, then you get them all for free. But I just use it like this, so it works for me. So let's upload. I don't think it's gonna let me upload 2 images, but I need to. Let's take the Spartan text. They did recently upgrade. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna be able to do it on this one because so I wanted, you can see how like on the preview over here, it's going off of the edge of the shirt, which is what I wanted to do, but I wanted to go at an angle. So we got to take another route because this one's not going to let me do it at an angle. So let's do, let's go back to the SVG one. And let's see if they have a shirt mock-up that we can use. And again, I know I have one of these somewhere, but this is Eric's computer, so yeah. Let's just go with that one. Nothing fancy, super simple. Pull this one in. Let's turn it to white. And we'll leave a black stroke around it just so we can kind of see. Not that wide. Just enough to give it an outline of the shirt. Copy that one. Paste it. So let's make this a little bit larger. I'm gonna grab this, bring it to the front. Let's shrink it down to about, let's go with 8. That's still too wide. Let's go with 6. And I'm gonna rotate it. I haven't decided exactly where I want to place this yet. Um, Hold on, let me go check. Let me adjust my offset first of all, since I started moving it. But I need to go check. I don't know how my outline became blue. It's supposed to be black. Scale with object. So that way when my object gets smaller, so does my stroke. And I can move this again. And this is just for mock-up purpose. Like when I make the final one, I'll put it back to normal size. Let's make this 5. I'm trying to think, where do I want to place it on the shirt? Because I do actually want it to be cut off. But I'm just not sure where I want it yet. Let's make this one 5. This one I'm going to put on the edge of the shirt like that. And then once I drop it into the shirt, you will kind of get the effect of what I'm trying to do. So now that I have it in the shirt, I can resize it. And I can play around with where I think I want to put it on the shirt. Maybe I want the logo in the center and then bring the words down here. I really don't know, y'all. I'm really just messing around now. I originally wanted the logo to be off the bottom edge of the shirt. That was my original goal. So maybe like that was my original plan. Maybe I'm on something here now, y'all. Hold on. I don't know if I want to turn that much though. Hey, maybe I have it go across the whole shirt. Who knows? And then if I duplicate that and we do, whoops, not that. So if I move this up like that, make it smaller. I just want this to be solid. I don't want it to be a fill color. I don't want it to have color. I don't want it to have the same effect as the other one. Hello, 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 welcome. So, I'm really just trying to figure out where I want the words to be on the shirt, honestly. And when I originally had this idea in mind, I kind of knew, but now I don't, if that makes sense to you. Like I really just like I've lost it. I don't even know what the vision is. Glad to have you back. It's good to be back. Yeah, I really don't know what the vision is here anymore because now I'm just feeling like there's a lot of empty space up here. I really don't know, y'all. I'm really lost. By the time Friday comes, it's probably just gonna be words straight on the shirt. Who knows? Let's try this. Let's do this. Maybe the angle isn't. I'm trying to think. Yeah, and this is really my process, y'all. Like I really just go through this and just mess around until I get it how I think I might want it. I don't know. It just seems like a lot going on to me. I don't know. What about if I had a gray shirt? Because I do have some gray ones, like a light gray shirt. Maybe just all the white is just throwing me off. I don't know. What y'all think? I really don't know. Any suggestions from the crowd? You can either turn the mic on or type it in the chat. Either way. Anybody got a suggestion for me? No, that ain't it. Let's see. The word was cut at the top. The logo was cut at the top with the words coming down. So move this like up here, like that. Wait, hold on, somebody else. Oh, it was cute at the top with the words coming down. So like the logo up here. Shoot, I didn't move this so much, I forgot what the heck I did. Oh, you know what else? Hold on, let me see something. Maybe I can kill some of this dead space. I'm just amazed how something so simple like adding a shape takes a design to another level. Right? That's what I'm like, sometimes I just feel like sometimes I literally overthink stuff. And just, it was just, I knew there was too much empty space. And I'm just like, okay, what can I put in that space to fill it without adding another design? Because if I would have added like maybe duplicated the logo or that, wait a minute, that just gave me an idea too, but or something else, it's like it's gonna be too much. And I already want, certain items to stand out. But that gave me, hold on, another idea too, now that I said that. Try stroking football in white to see if it makes it stand out. So, okay, so it does. So let me increase oh, let me take off the offset. Maybe that's what's throwing it off. So take that off, and then you said increase the white stroke. Let me go take off the outline. Okay. So, and hold on, there's another effect on it that's throwing it off. I just feel like the placement of it is just off. Like, and honestly, I don't even need that. Like now that I've added the stripes, whoops, I don't even know if I need the word football on there. No, I should. I just can't figure out where to put it. It just seems so out of place. Like whoops, I would want it to go down here, but I really don't want it to go on top of the logo. But if let me see if I do that, I can make it like y'all know what it's supposed to say, right? Oops, too far, too far, too far. So it's like, it's one of those, if I shrink this down a little bit, and then I stretch that out a little bit too much. But it's kind of one of those, like, you know what it's supposed to say type of things. Let me see, I need to bring it down a little bit more. Still a little bit too long. So let's go dark gray to white. Let's do this one. Black to white. So this side, black, this side, white. Just give it a little bit of a shazazz. Hold on, y'all. Yes, son. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm in the same spot. Okay, bye. Mm, I don't really like the effect that it gave. I like the solid lines better. I probably could have adjusted the gradient, but that's too much work. Let's see. Yeah. And see, sometimes you like have an idea like, oh, that'll be good. And then it's like, no, that's not given. Let me group these together because I did have another idea, but I just want to see. I drop this one back here. But see, and then the other thing about this is taking me, like now it's really making me do like almost all over print. And that was not my goal. But maybe I'll, okay. I don't know. I don't know, but I like that. I like the double logo with one faded, but maybe not on this design. So I might save that for the design in the future. But I think this is gonna be it right here, y'all. What y'all think? Let me see if I should change the color of these words to blue. Oh, I forgot I had that black. What y'all think? I can grab, let's see, these, add some effects. I'm just gonna add just a little bit of a shadow to it, just a small, just to kind of give it depth so it doesn't look like it's just sitting on. Too much. Offset. Just a little bit, just to give it a little 3D effect, not too much. All right, what y'all think before we roll up out of here? Let me know in the comments, turn on the mic. And then even if I want to do a gray shirt, because I can sub on gray. Uh-oh, we got to hurry, y'all. I'm running out of, let me save this real quick. Control save. Because the computer is about to die. So if I were to do that, I could turn this one to possibly white, maybe, or even do another blue one. Because you know it's not gonna print white. So that would still be gray. So I would have to do like a blue or something. I don't know. But all right, I'm gonna say goodnight because the computer is about to die. The gray is fire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with it to do something with the gray. I gotta figure out which color stripes I want to do. And then that way I can make it go into a gray shirt. Because usually I do either mine gray and Eric's white or Eric's gray and mine white. So we usually have one of each color each week so people can see the different options. But it was great hanging with y'all. I appreciate it. When I print this and press it up, y'all know I'm gonna post it in the group. And look, y'all can go replicate this. We can do nothing fancy. Some text, some rectangles. We went and got a free file on svgfree.org and then the school logo. Go get that football money, y'all. So that's all I got. I will see y'all next time. Actually, I'm gonna schedule a live because my silky sock shirts did come in. Ooh, I might put this on a blackout shirt. I might put this on the silky socks black and white t-shirt. So that way I get that full effect. Like I had the black sleeves already. Let me see what's gonna look like with black sleeves real quick, y'all. See, y'all not be doing too much. So if I just drop that into my shirt real quick, boom, make a copy, throw this one over there. Boom, it's gonna be like that. And then make another copy. Oops. Make a copy of that one, turn it, put it at the collar up there, all the way to the back, something like that. Yeah, I might put that on the black and white tee. That's gonna eliminate all that white sleeve. I think I got my silky sock shirt design that I'm about to put because my shirt just came today. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Have a good one. I'm gonna come on later on this week to show y'all how I measure to get my all over print size on the black and white tees. Y'all have a good night.